What if I told you that there are 5 words capable of transforming your life? Words that carry such a powerful frequency that they can open doors, attract blessings, and align you with divine abundance? It's not magic nor coincidence. It's a spiritual principle that has always been within your reach. The problem is that most people don't know how to use them in the right way and end up living below the potential that God intended for them. Maybe you've ever felt like something is blocking your progress. You pray, you do your best, but it seems like nothing changes. The good news? The key to unlocking your life is not outside of you, but within. These 5 words are more than just expressions. They are spiritual codes that tune your energy and put you on the path to blessings. When you understand them and apply them with intention, manifestation happens. In this video, you will discover what these words are and how to use them in your daily life to attract miracles, love, success, and abundance. Get ready to see your reality in a completely new way. In the end, you will realize that everything you need to change your life is already within your reach. Just activate this knowledge. Are you ready for this journey? So keep watching and discover the 5 words that God wants you to use to have everything in life. Words are not just sounds that come out of our mouths. They carry energy, frequency, and creative power. Since the beginning of time, God has used words to shape the universe, and we, made in His image and likeness, have this ability too. When you understand that your words are like seeds planted in the soil of your reality, you begin to choose what you say more consciously. And there are 5 divine words that have an extraordinary impact on manifesting abundance, love, and miracles in your life. These words are not magic phrases or mere abstract concepts. They are spiritual codes that tune your mind and heart to the spiritual reality that God has already prepared for you. When we speak with conviction, we align our frequency with divine provision and allow blessings to flow unblocked. The problem is that many people are using words of fear, doubt, and scarcity, and then wondering why their lives feel stuck. Manifestation happens when you speak with faith and act in line with what you declare. There is no point repeating positive phrases if, deep down, you carry a feeling of disbelief or scarcity. It's like trying to pick up a radio station without tuning to the correct frequency. The signal becomes full of noise and interference. But when you begin to use these 5 divine words with understanding and purpose, your energy changes, and your reality follows this transformation. Throughout this content, we will dive deeply into the meaning and power of each of these words. You will learn how to apply them in your daily life and how they can open doors that previously seemed locked. Are you ready to activate divine manifestation in your life? So get ready, because what comes next could change everything. Faith is not just believing that something can happen. It is to be absolutely certain that it has already happened in the spiritual world. True faith ignores circumstances, obstacles, and even human logic, because it is based on total trust in God. It's like planting a seed and already being happy with the harvest, even before you see the first sprouts emerging. Those who live by faith are not carried away by what the eyes see, but by what the Spirit knows to be real. Many people say they have faith, but at the first difficulty, they begin to doubt. This is because they confuse faith with hope. Hope is wanting something to happen. Faith is knowing that it is already done. And here's the secret. Your faith is like a magnet that attracts miracles. When you truly believe, without hesitation, you align yourself with divine provision and see doors opening where there were only walls before. God does not respond to fear or doubt. He responds to faith. If you want to strengthen your faith, start by feeding your mind with words of power. Read stories of overcoming, testimonies, and, most importantly, the promises that God has already made for you. Avoid pessimism and stop repeating phrases like, "This never works out for me," or "My life has always been difficult." Instead, declare, "I am blessed. God has already prepared the best for me. I trust in divine provision." Your words create the atmosphere of your reality. Faith also demands action. There is no point in praying for change and continuing to act as if nothing were possible. If you believe that God is preparing something great, act like someone who has already received the blessing. Walk with confidence, make decisions that align with your faith, and celebrate early. When you live like this, the spiritual universe moves in your favor. So, ready to take that leap of faith? If there is a shortcut to attracting more blessings into your life, it is called gratitude. Whoever gives thanks before receiving demonstrates unshakable faith, and this trust opens paths for divine manifestation. Gratitude isn't just a beautiful feeling. It's a powerful frequency that transforms scarcity into abundance. When you focus on what you already have, instead of complaining about what you lack, your energy changes, and the universe responds by multiplying your blessings. Think about it. If someone gives you a gift and you barely show joy or recognition, will that person want to give you something again? Now, if you receive with enthusiasm, vibrancy, and recognition, the desire to give gifts increases. This is how divine provision works. God honors those who know how to value what they have already received. So, instead of waking up complaining about the alarm clock, be grateful for another day of life. Instead of lamenting challenges, see them as opportunities for growth. One of the most practical ways to cultivate gratitude is to keep a journal. Every day before bed, write down at least 3 things you are grateful for. It can be something big, like a professional achievement, or something simple, like a sincere hug or a hot coffee in the morning. Over time, you train your mind to see the positive side of everything. And when you live in this vibration of gratitude, you attract more reasons to be grateful. Gratitude also strengthens your faith. When you give thanks for something before you even see the result, you are telling the universe that you already believe in divine provision. This is faith in action. So, how about taking a test now? Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and be grateful for something you want, as if it were already reality. Feel this energy. That's the power of gratitude in motion. Are you ready to apply it to your life? If there is a force capable of transforming lives, breaking down barriers, and opening doors, that force is love. But I'm not just talking about romantic love. I'm talking about love as a spiritual frequency, a powerful energy that aligns you with the divine plan. When you vibrate in love, you attract people, opportunities, and experiences that reflect that vibration. Love is the bridge between you and the blessings that God has already prepared. It heals, strengthens, and unlocks abundance. The problem is that many people wait to receive love before offering it. But true love doesn't work like that. It is a flow, and for it to circulate in your life, you first need to cultivate it within yourself. This starts with self-love, looking in the mirror and seeing someone worthy, valuable, and loved by God. Because those who don't love themselves end up sabotaging themselves, accepting less than they deserve, and experiencing emotional scarcity. Love also means forgiving and releasing resentment. If you carry hurt, your frequency becomes heavy, and abundance has difficulty flowing. Try exchanging judgments for compassion, resentment for understanding, and criticism for uplifting words. Love transforms even the most difficult situations. As Jesus said, love one another, not as a suggestion, but as a principle for a full life connected to divine provision. How about a simple exercise? Today, choose to express love intentionally. It can be a sincere compliment, a gesture of kindness, or even silently forgiving someone. The more you spread love, the more it comes back to you in unexpected ways. After all, this is the law of divine attraction. What you emit is exactly what you receive. Are you ready to vibrate at this frequency and see your life change? Holding on to hurts is like carrying a suitcase full of rocks while trying to run to your destination. The weight of resentment doesn't affect the person who hurt you. It affects you. Forgiveness does not mean that the other person was right, but that you choose to free yourself. When you forgive, you release the chains that bind you to the past and make space for divine provision to act. Abundance does not flow into a heart blocked by resentment. Many people think they can only forgive when they feel like it, but the truth is that forgiveness is a decision, not an emotion. If you wait for the anger to pass before releasing forgiveness, you could spend a lifetime stuck in the same suffering. Jesus taught to forgive 70 times 7 because he knew that forgiveness is not a favor to another, but a gift to oneself. When you forgive, energy that was previously stagnant begins to move again. A practical way to exercise forgiveness is by writing a letter. Take a piece of paper and write to whoever hurt you. Express everything you feel, but end by releasing forgiveness. You don't need to deliver this letter. The important thing is to release the pain that was stored. Another powerful technique is to pray for that person. It may seem difficult at first, but every day your heart becomes lighter. And when you least expect it, you will realize that that pain no longer has power over you. Forgiveness is a spiritual reset. It aligns you again with peace, love, and abundance. When you forgive, the blessing that seemed stuck begins to manifest. Maybe what you've been asking for a long time is just waiting for you to let go of the weight of the past. So, how about taking this test? Today, choose to forgive someone, even if it is silently. Your freedom lies in this decision. Are you ready to take this step? The idea that abundance is reserved for a few is one of the biggest lies you've ever been told. God did not create anyone to live in scarcity. Rather, abundance is a divine principle, a natural flow for those who trust in provision and reject the mindset of limitation. Everything in the universe grows, expands, and prospers, and your life should follow the same pattern. The question is, are you allowing yourself to receive everything that is already available to you? True abundance is not limited to money. It manifests itself in health, relationships, opportunities, and peace of mind. But to access it, you must first believe that it is already yours. If you keep repeating phrases like, "Money is hard," "I don't deserve that much," or "This isn't for me," you are, without realizing it, blocking the flow of blessings. Instead, try saying, "God's abundance surrounds me. I am worthy of prosperity, and I receive all I need with gratitude." A practical way to activate abundance in your life is to act like someone who already lives in this reality. It does not mean spending beyond what you can afford, but cultivating a provision mentality. Be grateful for what you already have. Bless the money that passes through your hands and invest in knowledge. Read books like The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker and Who Thinks Gets Rich by Napoleon Hill. Those who understand how wealth works attract more of it naturally. Abundance is also linked to generosity. When you give cheerfully, you reinforce your confidence that you will always have more. The universe responds by multiplying what you share. So, how about taking a test? Today, practice an act of generosity, whether it's giving a sincere compliment, helping someone, or donating something of value. Notice how this energy returns to you in unexpected ways. After all, abundance is your birthright. You just have to accept it. Knowing the power of faith, gratitude, love, forgiveness, and abundance is already a big step. But the real transformation happens when these words stop being just concepts and become part of your life. It's no use just understanding the theory. You need to practice every day. The good news? The more you live these principles, the easier it becomes. They become a habit, and your reality begins to align with this new frequency. Faith needs to be exercised. Trust even when you don't see the clear path ahead. Gratitude should be constant. Instead of complaining, give thanks and notice how your energy changes. Love must be the basis of everything, starting with yourself. Forgiveness should be a daily practice, not something reserved for extreme moments. And abundance should be a state of mind, not a distant goal. When these 5 words are part of your daily life, miracles happen. Want a challenge? Start the day by declaring these words with conviction. Today, I choose faith. I live in gratitude. I spread love. I release forgiveness. Abundance is my right. Feel the energy of these affirmations. And don't stop there. Show faith through your attitudes. Practice gratitude even in the face of challenges. Love without fear. Forgive without conditions, and live like someone who is already prosperous. Transformation happens when you act as if the blessing is already yours. Now, the choice is in your hands. You can continue living on autopilot, or you can decide to apply these principles and experience real change. What will it be? Remember, God has already placed before you a path of light, provision, and miracles. All He expects is for you to say yes and start walking. Are you ready to experience this transformation? So go ahead. The universe is already conspiring in your favor. Now that you know the power of these 5 divine words, the question is, what are you going to do with them? Are you going to continue living anyway? Or are you going to start applying faith, gratitude, love, forgiveness, and abundance in your life? These words are not just pretty concepts. They are powerful tools for real transformation. But for change to happen, you need to act. What else are you waiting for to get started? Imagine a future where you live in full harmony with the frequency of abundance, where miracles happen and blessings constantly flow. Now, stop for a moment and ask yourself, am I ready to be that person? If the answer is yes, the next step is simple. Start today with small daily actions that align your heart with these divine principles. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any content that can help further your transformation. You deserve to live an abundant life, full of miracles and blessings. And we will be here to walk with you.